Part 8. It was for salvation that the incorporeal, incorruptible, immaterial Word of God entered our corporeal, corruptible, material world. In one sense, he was never far from this world before, for no part of creation had ever been without him. God the Word, whilst ever abiding in union with his Father, yet fills everything that exists. But now he entered the world in a new way, stooping to our level in his love, revealing himself to us. He saw the human race, those who shared logic with him, the Logos. He saw humanity who, like him, expressed the Father's mind. And he saw that we were wasting out of existence and death reigning over us in corruption. He saw that corruption held us all the closer because it was the penalty for our transgression. He saw too how unthinkable it would be for the law to be repealed before it was fulfilled. He saw how wrong it was that the very things of which he himself was the creator should be disappearing. He saw how the gross wickedness of humanity was mounting up against us. He also saw humanity's universal slip into death. All this he saw, and feeling for the human race, he was moved with compassion for our mess. He couldn't stand that death should be the winner, that his creatures should perish, and the work of his Father for humanity end up in nothing. So he took to himself a body, a human body just like our own. But he didn't just temporarily put on a body like a coat or just appear in a body. If that was all he was trying to do, he could have shown off his divine majesty in some other better way. No, he took our body, and not only so, but he took it directly, permanently from a spotless, stainless virgin woman without the agency of a human father. He took on a special, pure body, untainted by normal human production. The mighty creator of all prepared this body in the Virgin as a temple for himself, and he took it for his very own as the instrument through which he was known and in which he lived. Thus, taking a body like our own, because all human bodies now are subject to the corruption of death, he surrendered his body to death as a substitute for us all and offered it to the Father. This he did out of sheer love for us, so that in his death all might die and the law of death be abolished for everybody. Because if death fulfilled in his body the point that for which death had been appointed, it would no longer have any power over the rest of humanity. This he did so that he might turn humanity back to our incorruptible state, even though we turned ourselves to corruption. He possessed a human body to make humanity alive through his death. and by the grace of his resurrection. In this way, God the Word would make death to disappear from humanity as utterly as straw disappears in fire.